Здравствуйте, мы начинаем проходить игру Call of. Здесь записывают я, Максим и Никита. Дорогие зрители. Вот новую игру. Историю давайте. Давайте высокую поставим. Нужны лохи какие-нибудь. Что Дикий Запад. Чем-то на гун напоминает. Да. Пушки те же, наверное. Да, атмосфера. Ну. Только что-то тут коричневый черный фон мне как-то не нравится.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Это что еще такое? Общего по 3000. Давайте сделаем. Никто не против.
To stay here to keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
What the hell? Shoot that sumbitch!
Was it Pat Garrett's posse? Oh yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out of it. So that's just what I did. As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Watch out!
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
These some bitches running!
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
I'm putting you down!
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Не думаю. Вот это круто. Надо что-то попасть, думаю.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you idiot!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. Cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
You can't hide forever! Let's do this!
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house. And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave.
Интересно.
Deader than a rat in a trap! How about that? Hey, you like
And
that?
upstairs, I found Billy and Charlie Baldry.
О. Как плохо.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of.
Начнется месиво.
Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm. I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
Это можно с самого начала.
Where the hell Gary came? He's missing all the action! Kill that stupid son of
That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side." Suckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. "They got a Gatling," Billy shouted. "Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention." Directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then.
Что мы прокачали? Рейнджи, скиллоффинг, заканчиваем. Давайте это запишем.
Those poor sons of bitches are
Many
done
would have
for.
fled at my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack equals Joshua.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Graves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
Gonna make you bleed!
О, прикладом можно убить.
Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
Stop standing next to dynamite. I'm in with you. Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach. And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Они постарались. О, что было,
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Ну, по-любому должны победить. Использовать мышку, чтобы сделать эти противника.
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables. Stepped inside, and bam! Last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on, how did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Уровень. Ну, давайте, пожалуй, пройдем и на этом закончим. Интересно, что следующее будет?
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah,
Все. Грозь патронов. Надо же такое придумать название. Всё. Ну всё.
it's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
Что здесь
He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape, too. My first order of business was finding a firearm. Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Человека пополам. Да уж. Ну, сейчас проверим. Ну да.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
Hell yeah. That scattergun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. The kids escaped raised a huge ruckus. Guards were everywhere looking for him.
Can't let the kid get away.
Anybody see him?
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could. Some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly, I was a fugitive.
How the hell do I get escape?
Garrett's gonna kick our ass! Can't have gotten far!
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there.
Where'd he get you?
I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past. But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
You hooligans can go to hell.
I got this.
He's in town somewhere.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Leave him to me. Get your headstone!
There's children here.
Get out here, you coward!
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. They priced them too high, if you ask me.
Innocent people.
Damn town's going to hell in a handbasket.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
Have you respect for decency?
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town. I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Ну что ж, давай ты. Посмотрим, как ты с ним справишься.
cops are useless against me.
So much killing. We got
Come on, smoke that son bitch. Don't let that asshole get away with this. Thank you.
Взял бы, ладно, ну, понятно.
In for the kill. Ain't bothered me none.
Ну просто видите, как он будет, блин, стреляем. Стреляем в голову.
We can take him!
Короче, дурка стоит.
We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back.
Ну, говорит, куда не расстрелим может.
Don't let him get away!
Более близкий.
He's out of his mind! Kill him! Damn him!
Ну ты представь себе, находишься 2 минуты.
You're dead! You can run, but you can't hide!
On yourselves!
How the hell did he get away?
Take him down!
We can take him! We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back.
I've got this!
Don't let him get away. Kill him.
Send him to hell!
А ты мог купить. Че, просто в сторону что ли ходишь? Да? Нажимаешь на В или Ф.
I'm in the trouble.
Это можно на
There he is.
Меня убил.
This is too good for us.
Сзади будет.
Boy, you are shit out of luck.
Еще один. Секси ему туда в дырку. По идее, щит должен был упасть. Ну, как-то непонятно.
We can take him.
То ли еще будет.
Hide forever!
Stop him! How the hell did he get away?
Ну, сколько раз уже попали.
Let him get away!
Stay there.
Hello! Come out, you yellow bastard! We can take him!
Шел. Он такой бездарный.
Stop him! Don't let him get away! We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back.
Ничего.
I think he's scared. We can take him.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
Come out, you yellow bastard. I'm putting you down.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Измените положение руки с помощью кнопки или Б. Соединить. Услышав биение сердца, вы можете выхватить оружие первым, но это поступок будет отмечен как бесчестное и оценено соответственно. Короче, хреновое убийство. Шмарнулся. Ладно. Дело по-другому. Будем бесчестными. Бесчестными убийками. Голову точно не попадет. Интересно, это чисто. Сколько я раз хотел быть добрым. Да. Те ж было без когда биение сердца. Можно слышать так. Что ж тут жуть-то оказывается? Это вирус. Так, выходи с стороны.
Some say I fought unfairly, but they weren't the ones looking him in the eye that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
Канал ставьте лайк. До свидания. До свидания.